Hey, buddy. That's Banksy boy. That's Big Bad Wheel. Big Bad Wheel. Here. Raider does foxtrot. Foxtrot. So big boy Will, getting old. Hot dogs are good, right? Yeah. I gotta go get some rugs for the living room. He's having a hard time getting up on the hard floor. I gotta help him on the stairs. We never planned to be in this upstairs place this long. Especially once I started doing the dogs. What was I gonna talk about? Oh, the food. I changed their diet. I started doing cooked food. Ready? I used to always think that was a, what do you call, snobby, spoiledy thing. Those are spoiled dogs, you cooking for them. But then when you think about their nutrition, it's better. Even the good dog foods, they're like, the good dog foods are like, let's say, Raising Cane's or Subway. The cheap dog foods are like McDonald's. Crap. Right? But I know someone that works, she used to work for Chewy, and we were talking about food, and she said, man, I had a dog that lived to be 16 years old, no problems, and he was on dog chow. Dog chow's supposed to be like one of the worst when you talk to the nutrition people. What's up, little buddy? So anyways, I did 2 weeks. 2 weeks I did where I was cooking, right? But then there's all kinds of stuff you find when you keep researching, like beef fat. If you cook it, you can't leave the fat on it because they can't digest it, or it does something. Hi, buddy boy. He's a little turd. So I was being real good about cutting it all off. But for certain cuts, like there's like beef stew meat at El Rancho I get at the Mexican meat market. They have beef stew meat and beef taco meat. There's the stew meat, there's kind of a lot of fat in it, so you have to really clean it. But you gotta have it, I think it's supposed to be about 80% meat, right? And then you get it into they're not getting bones to the calcium. So anyways, I do half and half. It's half kibble and half fresh food. So for 2 weeks, I cooked, and then I started doing it all raw. You wanna play with the ball? Pew. I should have took their little leashes off. The little ones are harder to get their leashes back on. I mean, not really. But I immediately saw, so anyways, the reason I changed their diet is because all the commercials about the enzyme stuff and gut health, like they've always been a little scratchy, and I always figured it's just because this field, right? Hi, friend. The crappy grass, right? Because they get scratched and they go in, but now him, I know, because he was licking his paws. He licks his paws a lot, And then they all started getting the little eye booger stuff. When Willie started getting it, that's what made me think about it, because Willie's 13, and we've been here for 11 years, and he's never had a little bit of itchy, but he's never had eye boogers and all that stuff. Have you, Willie? But, right, he's still got a little bit. But it's not bad anymore. And the only difference I did, right, when I started really seeing all this stuff happen, is I added Nature's Balance fish-based food to their food, right? So I was doing their food. I was trying to go get them. So I don't know that made a difference. It's all gone now. So I'm gonna see how long I can afford it. The cost-wise, it's not that much different doing it half and half. I think if I was to do it fully cooked or fully raw, it's gonna make a big difference. So it's gonna cost me a little bit more right now, but not bad. Because then the kibble goes down. But of course, kibble is cheaper because it's highly processed, right? So all your processed food is always cheaper, right? Look at Willie. All your processed food is always cheaper, right? Even like our food. Processed food is cheaper, so you get it more, and it's worse for you. It makes you sick. You gotta go to the hospital. You gotta take meds. All because of the food. Oh, that's kind of where I was going with it. So even if I get the kind of mid-quality food, right? I use Diamond, or every once in a while I get like Purina One just for something different. But I usually use the same brands, Diamond or Victor, right? Both of them say that they're premium food. Victor says they're super premium. What's up, buddy? How'd you miss that? It was going right at you. Right, so I changed the flavors, but I usually keep the same brand. Hi, friend. No. Right, so fat diets are like your grain-free, your single protein. Some dogs need that stuff. Some dogs need that kind of diet. But most of them need multi-proteins. Right, multi-protein. And they need grains. So I switched from barley, brown rice, sweet potato. Oh, you need to cut your nails, boy. Barley, brown rice, sweet potato. What did I just get? Oh, couscous. So I'm switching that as my grains. And then I use frozen veggies, because frozen is better than fresh. You wouldn't think so, but it is, because they pick it when it's ripe and then they immediately freeze it. Hey, right here. Come here. Come here. Come on, big boy. Hey, friend. So I use green beans, peas, carrots, beets, spinach. Yeah. Ay, caramba. Oh. Come on, Will. Do. Hi, buddy. I got the balls in my hand. right? Then I do the proteins at different times, like chicken. Chicken will be 2 days. Pork will be 1 day. Dude. Pork will be 1 day. Dude. Beef will be 1 day. Chicken 2 days. Pork, beef. Hey, caramba. Oh, it's still expanded? Crap. There it goes. What else? Oh, and yogurt. So that's where I was going to. So I got the enzymes a couple years ago, and that was expensive because he's got to get 4. Waylon's got to get 3. Raider gets 1. So then I put yogurt. Right, glucosamine pills, yogurts. What else? There's a dead pigeon right there. The crows ate it all yesterday. Now I found that most of the time. Come on, big guy. It's a good boy, Banksy. Dude, settle down with that. What else? Was that everything about your new diet? Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. It takes me a couple hours over here and there, or an hour of prep once a week. A couple hours when I go to get the meat. Then I portion it for a day and freeze it. Oh, and berries. I get frozen berries. The berry medley. Blackberry, raspberry, blueberries. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's enough.